Trained by Desiree Jones, James McDonald will drive, a $25,000 Lexington purchase. 3 is Wishing Spell, Trixton Colt out of a Broadway Hall mare, owned by Gino Toscani. He'll also drive. Desiree Jones trains, a $17,000 Lexington graduate. 4 is Mystery Deal, Wheelin' and Dealin' Colt out of a Majestic Sun mare. Gaetan Bear owns and trains. Tyler Borth was to drive. The driver will be Sylvain Filion. 5 is Slayin' the Day Away, Muscle Mass Colt out of a Royalty for Life mare. Celeste Hill, the owner breeder. Keelan Green trains. Eddie Green will drive. 6 is North of 9, Royalty for Life Colt out of a Cadabra mare. Doug McCarthy owns. Keith Jones trains. Driver is Tyler Borth. This was a $27,000 yearling purchase out of the London Classic. 7 is LMC Mr. Squishy, Archangel Colt out of a Muscle Mass mare, owned and bred by Lordana Cirillo. Pat Houdon, the trainer-driver. And the 8 is What About Elmo, and Il Sogno Dream Colt out of a Dewey Cheatham and Howe mare. Len Christopher, Anthony Mulche are the owner-breeders. Paul Reed trains. Bob McClure does the driving. Starting gate into the stretch, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotter is picking up speed for qualifier number 1. And they're off and trotting. And Mystery Deal is going forward there for Filion, right out from post 4 towards the top. Neighbor Slaying the Day Away and Wishing Spell into the mix. Top Mass to the inside. Going to cross over in front of the rail starter Star Hairdresser. Then we go back to LMC Mr. Squishy. 2 more lengths into North of 9. And your early trailers, What About Elmo? Around the first turn they go, and Mystery Deal has the lead. Right behind his Top Mass. Wishing Spell is just going to march on up towards the lead. Won't get a seat along the rails, so that one heads to the top. 30-1 was the opening quarter. So we're going to get a lead change here as Wishing Spell is up to grab command. That'll put Mystery Deal in the 2-hole. Racing third is Top Mass. Going back to Star Hairdresser 4th. Then 2 more lengths back to Slaying the Day Away 5th. 3 lengths back to LMC Mr. Squishy. About that same margin going back to North of 9 and the trailer. What About Elmo? But it's Wishing Spell up front. And this Trixton Colt is approaching the midway point on the lead by a length and a half by the midway point in 1 minute and 2/5. That's back-to-back 30-1 splits, and we're on to the final turn. Wishing Spell the leader, Mystery Deal in second, Top Mass follows third, 4th remains Star Hairdresser, 5th then is Slaying the Day Away, followed by LMC Mr. Squishy, going back to North of 9 and What About Elmo. Everybody stays along the cones as they're midway around the final turn. The leader, Wishing Spell, is going to get them down to 3/4, has that advantage at a length and a half. Early leader Mystery Deal might have something to say for the stretch drive. Now we get everybody starting to fan out. 3/4, 130-2 off the turn and into the stretch. Wishing Spell with the lead. The rail opens up now for Mystery Deal to try and come through. On the outside is Star Hairdresser. Top Mass stays to the cones, trying to finish up between horses. LMC Mr. Squishy is starting to split through, and behind a wall on the outside, Slaying the Day Away. But up the inside now, here comes Top Mass up to attack Mystery Deal. Top Mass scooting up the rail, gets the short advantage. Mystery Deal in second, closing from the back. What About Elmo? Top Mass does win it. Finishing second was Mystery Deal. What About Elmo? Going back to Star Hairdresser and LMC Mr. Squishy. 2 minutes and a 5th.